Hey, what's up guys? It's day 112 and we are on our journey to building a $1 million software company in annual recurring revenue. This week was all about polish. I made some demo videos for the 3 personas that I'm targeting and I improved the link editing experience a lot, really happy with that. And I made a huge performance increase on all the profile pages. Let's dig into it. Okay, so you'll remember from last week, I chose 3 potential personas that I want to dig into to see if they're the right ones and made a case for how Snaptro can work for them and solve a very specific problem. So for each of these 3, I've got sales dev reps, job seekers, and Airbnb hosts. For each one of these, this week I made a walkthrough video that explains how to do that for each persona specifically. This was a really helpful process for me personally because I had to be the persona that I was recording the video for. It forced me into seeing this from a customer's perspective and it really helped. What I've done is I've created those videos, put them on my YouTube channel, and I'm linking to them in a couple key spots. So this is the sales dev rep page, and when they come down here to create their account, we're kind of saying, hey, if you're not sure what to say, check out our demo. And then this demo is me walking through the whole process. I'm Colin, I'm the founder of Snaptro, and I'm here today to talk to you about creating a Snaptro page as a sales rep. And so I've got that there on the as they're signing up, and then I have that for the 3 different personas. So if we go back to job seekers, I have the same thing for them here, and same thing for Airbnb hosts. And then when you log into the platform, I have this under the Explore Ways to Use Your link. I have put those videos within the various personas that we're targeting. We've got the booking message, the email signature, and the social media examples for how to use this for Airbnb hosts, but then we also have the demo video so that they can actually watch this. And the goal here is just when these people sign up through those persona pages, really making sure they understand how to make the most of the site. The other thing this is great for is I can use this in my onboarding drip email sequence that I'm going to be sending. So when you sign up for Snaptro, I'm going to send a couple of emails over the course of a couple weeks explaining tips and how to make the most of the platform. And these videos will be front and center in those emails to really make sure people understand that the platform can benefit them in what specific ways. One really interesting thing I learned from doing this, when I was doing the sales rep part of this, I immediately realized that 30 seconds is not quite long enough. As I was doing those videos, I was really rushed. I was just feeling high pressure and just like trying to get my words out really quickly. And when I got to the end of the 30 seconds, I had just barely finished my spiel and even I had to cut a couple things. Cutting things is good. I think the time constraint is a really positive thing, but we don't want people to feel like they can't breathe and do this properly. 60 seconds became the sweet spot and I immediately felt so much better about that. So I've updated the site now. It's 60 seconds instead of 30 seconds. The other really big improvement to the platform I made this week was the link editing section. So if you remember this from last week, it was really just text boxes and it was really kind of difficult to use. It's just kind of ugly. So I've now cleaned this all up and the links look very similar to what they look like on the actual profile page. You have tooltips to show the actual link that you're dealing with. Easy way to drag and drop these around because a lot of times people are going to create links and be like, oh wait, I want this one on top. And then quick ways to edit these in a very friendly way. You can still drag and drop even while you're editing, which is kind of cool. Quick ways to delete them and then undoing what you've just done to go back to the beginning. A couple other nice little improvements, like when you click the add link button, it immediately focuses the text box and gives you a tooltip for what these boxes are. So we can still present them in a small space, but not lose any of that usability. I also made some nice marketing updates through this process this week. Just from looking at the site from a lot of different angles, you always find these little things and we're just chiseling and polishing right now so that when we do launch on Product Hunt, we can feel really strong about our offering. So one of the things I changed was the pricing page features, basically just really making it clear what you get with each package as you go up. And then also I feel like I need to do a better job of highlighting that I'm doing this in public, that I'm building this startup in public. I want people to have a personal connection to me. I want them to see what else I'm working on. I really want to get them involved with me. And I think this is especially true for Snaptro than it is for New Teammate because the whole goal of Snaptro is a growth funnel for New Teammate. That's been the plan from the beginning. And I also put this, I replaced the For Teams section inside the app with this same exact thing so that we have 2 opportunities to show that to people. And then the other big change I made this week was I realized I had a huge opportunity to make the profile pages load so much faster. When you go to the site now, it's like really, really snappy. Basically, I wasn't quite making full use of CloudFront, which is what I use for hosting all this content and making it super fast for the browser. Profiles are essentially static pages, so we should be able to load those super, super fast. I have this one dynamic section down here at the bottom if you're logged in, edit page and colors, and that was what was holding me up. So this involved a lot of invalidating the cache when you do make changes, like if you record a new video, you change your links. So now there is like a 1 to 5 minute delay when you make a change for your profile, but it means that your profile pages load wicked fast, and that's what we're all about here, is making something super professional for everybody. Another thing that I went over this week was the throttler. So I'm using Airtable as my backend database, and that is because it's costing me $0, and I'm not exactly sure what's gonna happen with this platform, with this app, with everybody using it or nobody using it. So I don't really want to spend the money or the time to go through all the database configurations and costs associated with that. So using Airtable has been great so far. It's caused me to iterate faster and things like that, but it does have a 5 requests per second limit. And if I break that limit, we're going to start seeing errors in the site. So I have this throttler in place that anytime we make a database call, we basically check to make sure within that 5 requests per second window. And if not, it kind of delays the requests out to make sure everybody can fit through the pipe. I really want to make sure that's accurate, because when I do launch, Product Hunt's going to drive a lot of traffic initially, and then it's going to really stave off. So just upgrading to a database right now still doesn't make sense. Even if it's going to cause a little bit of a slowdown on my launch day, very likely that traffic's going to dip back down and we're still going to be at a pretty low threshold. And I really want to make sure that it's well tested, because that's going to be key to making this work. And one key aspect of this is monitoring. So in CloudWatch, I basically recorded these throttlings when they do happen so that we can see if there's a sustained level of throttling going on. That indicates we're going to have to move to a database, and really quickly. And I also have some alarms going off on that, so I will be notified. So where are we at right now? We're very close to finishing all the polish for Snaptro. I feel very good about the platform itself. We're really just getting the odds and ends and the final bits and pieces ready. And because Product Hunt is going to be my first time in front of a significant audience, I really want to make sure that the concept behind New Teammate is as good as it can be. So I want to refine the copy on New Teammate a little bit. I want to replace the placeholder images with the real people from the actor videos that I've got recorded. And I think I want to actually take the time to build the New Teammate demo, which is going to be based off of my prototypes really, and those actor videos I have. But I think I really want that ready before I do the Product Hunt launch for Snaptro, because I really need everything as polished as I can get, because this is going to be a big one-shot deal. Okay, that's it for this week. I really appreciate you guys sticking with me, and I can't wait to see you next week. Bye.